Is it smart to hair of the dog with nootropics? We're going to talk about it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, every shred of information we put on this channel is brought to you by a couple of products. We got specials on stuff, so listen up. Number one, the Cortex Stack. Powerful motivation, mental energy, verbal fluency stack. $33 at the website. If you want a discount, coupon code 5, FIVE, gets you a bottle for $28. You can get a bottle for $25. You just have to buy two. That is the Cortex Double Stack, probably our most popular physical product that we have. If you need my help personally on anything related to nootropics, formulating custom stacks for you that are tailored and work well, get the Nootropics Consulting Service. It's still down to $55. If you think about doing it now, is absolutely the time. And if you're new to nootropics, we wrote a book for you. It's called Smarter, Better, Faster. Digital downloadable book, teaches you everything, shows you how to cycle, answers a lot of questions. Get that at livecortex.com. Excuse me, or just get the Nootropics Starter Pack, which is Smarter, Better, Faster, plus a bottle of our Stack Cortex and a package deal. And if you are a man and you want to get leaner quicker, you want to burn fat easier, you want to wake up motivated, you want to have libido that's through the roof, you want to feel masculine, you want to feel confident, want to be attractive to your woman, have a better, female-male dynamic because you've got higher testosterone, got to boost your testosterone to do that. We have a protocol. I did it on myself, doubled my testosterone, success with other clients so far. You got to do it if you've been thinking about it. The flash sale we're running on it ends tonight at midnight, okay? It's $145 if you use the coupon code 145 at livecortex.com. You want to feel like a different man, you got to boost your test. We can do it for you. Get that at livecortex.com. All right, so let's talk about hair of the dog with nootropics. So hair of the dog, references basically a strategy when you drink too much alcohol and you're so hungover and no amount of like eating fatty foods or taking B vitamins or drinking water is helping. And somewhere around 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you're still kind of feeling crappy. Now, that happens for a number of reasons. Your liver cannot process all the toxins quick enough. Your kidney's having an issue processing the toxins quick enough. There's something that you haven't quite repleted. You're in GABA withdrawal. There's a whole bunch of things that are part of what a hangover is. And also you're dehydrated and you're probably deficient on sodium in some small capacity. So all those things are fixable, but there can be a certain point where you do everything right, but you still kind of feel crappy. So hair of the dog is, so around 3, 4 o'clock, you start drinking again and you start to feel better. And then you kind of nurse yourself with B vitamins and water and good food throughout the night. You make sure you get sleep that night, and the next day you should feel totally fine. Me and my girlfriend went to New York City for her birthday back in March. And that was the first time I had to actually alcohol hair of the dog in a long, long time. Because typically I just hack it. That's a whole nother video. Maybe we could do a video on how to hack a hangover, because there are ways to do it. It's a slow process and you got to kind of ride some of it out. But I remember that next morning, we were out to 1 in the morning or something in New York City, going to bars and just drinking way too much. It was ridiculous. Thankfully, we walked a lot, so we burned a lot of calories, so that was good. But the next day, we were just feeling super rough, and it had to have been 11:30 in the morning. We went to breakfast and both had some mimosas, and it just we felt better. So that's hair of the dog with alcohol, and you can do the same thing with nootropics. So let's talk about it. The major thing I want to talk about, and the thing that I run into a lot, is if I take modafinil past noon, it still messes with my sleep. Now, it can help that with 2 or 3 grams of glycine, a little bit of ashwagandha, maybe a little bit of L-theanine, so that I sleep better and so that I can actually get to sleep. But there's still basically what happens if I take modafinil too late is my sleep is light and I never get into REM. I never get into deep restorative sleep. So I wake up and I feel that even if I sleep a total of 7 hours, it wasn't restful sleep. I wake up, I'm tossing, turning, moving around, whatever. So I wake up the next day and feel tired from it. Now, we talked about a stack recently where you take, where I took 50 or so milligrams modafinil, some oxiracetam, some alpha GPC, B complex, and I was pretty good from a pretty big sleep deficit. But modafinil sleep deficits are different. And what I would say, and what I do in these situations oftentimes, is I actually do hair of the dog with modafinil. Okay, so let me just give you an example of that happening recently. So I took modafinil pretty recently, somewhere around 12 in the afternoon. It was 100 milligrams. I took it with some theacrine, aniracetam, choline source, B complex, and I think some L-theanine just to kind of balance out the stimulation. And I was super productive that day. I just got a whole lot done, but my sleep was definitely jacked up. I woke up the next morning and I felt it. I felt like I just needed to sleep. There was no amount of, B complex or drinking water, or I even tried doing a workout. I just was not myself. So I actually had the hair of the dog with modafinil. So what I ended up doing, and the best strategy that works for me in this case is I took 75 milligrams of modafinil, and basically within 30 minutes, all that went away. All my problems went away. I was totally back to kind of being functional. I really didn't have any of that tiredness because mechanistically, modafinil just prevents tiredness via the facilitation of orexin neurons. So I felt super awesome. But here's the important strategy. If you do that, you've got to take the modafinil as early as you can to prevent that from happening that night again. Do your work, but try to stop working earlier. So for me, I think I stopped working around 6 p.m., whereas normally I might take it all the way until 8 or 9 p.m., just kind of cranking stuff out. Do it earlier and pick yourself a good movie to watch and just lay in bed and relax. And try to wind yourself down so that night you get an incredibly good bit of sleep. So two major things that are important in hair of the dog when it comes to modafinil. This applies to other nootropics too. Take it as early as you can, especially if you're talking about promoting wakefulness and therefore potentially keeping you up again that night. Take it as early as you can. Probably a good strategy would be to take 200 or 300 milligrams of theanine with it so that it really doesn't super crank up wakefulness in a way that might be irreversible when it's time to go to sleep. Stop yourself from working as early as you can. Take a shower, relax, maybe meditate a little bit. You want to calm the nervous system down as much as you can. Pick a good movie, lay in bed for a while, maybe take some theanine or glycine later on in the day. Ashwagandha for me, normally by itself, just kind of knocks me out at nighttime. And then just get yourself as restorative and restful sleep as you can. And then chances are the next day you're going to wake up and feel pretty good. It doesn't seem to, the wakefulness of modafinil does not seem to carry over that much if you're taking it the next day to do kind of the hair of the dog on nootropics, on modafinil particularly, and if you take it earlier, and if you start consciously telling the nervous system to calm down as early as you can. Those are things that you can do to when it's time to go to sleep that modafinil won't be affecting you so substantially like it did the day before. And yes, absolutely, there are cases where you've got to sort of hair of the dog. And look, we live in a world where shit has to get done and people have to be productive, and sometimes that happens. And that is my strategy for it, okay? Hope that's made sense. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Remember, specials on product: Cortex Stack, powerful pre-made stack, wakes everything up, makes you verbally fluent, gives you energy, gives you motivation. $33 at the website. Coupon code 5 gets you a bottle for $28 at the website, livecortex.com. If you need a bottle for $25, totally fine. You just have to buy 2. That's the Cortex Double Stack, one of our most popular products, definitely our most popular physical product besides the Cortex Stack itself. If you need my help on formulating stacks, or for formulating stacks for your 7-year-old dad that is like having memory problems, or whatever it is for your job to be more productive, just get the Nootropics Consulting Service. Trust me, we can help you, and trust me, you'll save a lot of time doing that. And if you're new to nootropics, it's critical that you listen to this. We say this every time, but if you're new, you gotta buy Smarter, Better, Faster, and you have to read it at least twice. So many questions will be answered. Stacks are in there, cycling methodologies in there. A lot of time you'll save by reading that book, or just get the Nootropics Starter Pack, which is Smarter, Better, Faster plus Cortex. And if you are a man and you are looking to boost testosterone, whether you're having weight loss problems or you're having motivation problems or energy problems, but mostly the thing that tips off low testosterone is a non-existent libido, or very low libido. If you're married for 5 years, I get that, or whatever, but honestly, your libido still should be, if it's good, you should still be attracted to your wife or girlfriend. You gotta boost testosterone to facilitate that. My entire life, to include my sex life, I know that's TMI, changed when I boosted my tests. I actually feel like a totally different dude. I'm stronger, I lose weight easier, I'm leaner easier, I just feel better and a lot more masculine. Get the Viking Testosterone Protocol at livecortex.com. That is what we created it for. Right now, flash sale till the end of the day today, Friday. Coupon code 145 gets you the Viking Test Protocol for $145, cheapest it's ever been. It's going back to $185 soon, so if you're thinking about doing it, you have to do it today. Just pull the trigger. Get that at livecortex.com. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.